In this lesson, we will be doing a little bit more of slope. This time I am giving you the slope and I'm giving you some coordinates, but not all of them, and you have to find the missing coordinate, okay? So, in our last lesson, if you remember, we kind of used this formula right here, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, to deal with slope. And so we will continue to use that formula. And here's what I know. And by the way, m is slope, okay? So m is the letter that is used for slope. I'm not sure why they chose m, but they did. So you're going to call this x1, this y1, this x2, this y2, okay? And so I'm going to plug what I know into this formula right here. I know that y2 is negative 3 minus, I know that y1 is 6 over x2, which is 10, minus x1, which is x. And I get a slope of negative 3/2. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify that as much as I possibly can. So I know that negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9. I can't subtract 10 and x, so I will leave that. And then I have negative 3 over 2. The easiest thing to do here would be to cross multiply. Okay, so when I multiply these two, I have negative 9 times 2, which is negative 18. When I multiply the other way, be really careful. You need to think of this as all one quantity. Okay, so you need to take negative 3 times the quantity 10 minus x. And because I need to multiply that negative 3 by the quantity 10 minus x, I need to make sure that I put that 10 minus x in parentheses. Okay, and then I am going to just solve. So I have negative 18 equals, I will distribute here and get negative 30. Negative 3 times negative x is positive 3x. Add 30 to both sides. 13 minus 18 is 12 equals 3x. Divide by 3, and x is 4. Okay, so my missing coordinate there is 4. We'll do another one like that just to make sure you're A-okay. Again, this is my x1, my y1, my x2, my y2. Okay, I've got a slope of 4, and again, I will use this formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. When I plug in what I know that I have 4 equals my y2 is negative 6 minus my y1 is negative 2. My x2 is r minus my x1 is 6. Okay, so I'm just going to simplify as much as I can here. And I have 4 equals. Right here, I can go boom, boom, and I will have negative 4 over r minus 6. And on the left side, you can think about this as over 1 if you want. You don't need to, but sometimes it helps people visualize that. So I will cross multiply. When I multiply these two, I am taking 4 times the quantity r minus 6. So you need to make sure that you put that in parentheses and then distribute. And when I go the other way, I have 1 times negative 4, which is negative 4. Okay, and then I will just simply distribute and solve. So 4 times r is 4r. 4 times negative 6 is negative 24. Add 24 to both sides. And I will get 4r equals negative 4 plus 24 is 20. Divide by 4. And r is 5.